Hey gang, Gameface here, and I am back in Planet Coaster if it ever comes up. There we go. I am back in Planet Coaster. And what I'm looking to do today is I'm looking to build something. Hey Nohar, how you doing? So what I'm doing is I'm looking to build something that I can use in this world, and I want to go from beginning to end all in this video, like right through like the model and everything. And I'm I'm almost thinking my best bet is an actual window that is broken, an actual broken window, unlike the broken windows that they have. I don't know, they're animated. They're animated. So I want something like this that I can put in here. And you know, I think I want a real window as well. But I don't think I should go right to that right now. Because if we look at this, it's pretty simple. And you know, then it goes flat at a certain point. But I don't know. That's level of detail. So a window is one thought. Maybe I could build a window, a broken window. And I'm looking for other ideas. You know, something that we can haul off in like one build, like something that doesn't go on for multiple videos. Almost like a set of instructions to build something. I know I need stuff for here, but I don't really want to build some crypt. Or maybe I should. Maybe that would be easy. I'm not necessarily looking for easy, but I'm looking for something that's quick and small. Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe we should try make grass. That's another thing that I have on my list. Let me see here. This right? Seem right? That's not. That's right. Okay, like what can I do here? I guess I could go searching for pictures of blades of grass. Um, why have I had no typing? Hello. Can we type something today, please? Sorry. It's like, what the hell is it doing? It doesn't even know what it's doing. There's no reason to be on this page. Why did you go to this page? I was here typing something. Blades of Glory. No, Blades of Grass. There we go. Images. We need images of Blades of Grass. All these are like stock photos. They're gonna cost money. Hey, Marco. Vector, animated, transparent. Transparent blades of grass. What is that? These aren't. They're sort of blades of grass. Okay, what I want. Let's see. I want. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I think the blade of grass idea is out. There's no way to make like a thing like that of grass without going and buying some licensed. Just nothing. It's all the same picture. All the same. And if I don't have the transparent in there, gee, if only I could go out and get myself some pictures of blades of grass, then I could do this. Okay, so what's another option? Um, I don't know. What's another option? Go back here. Um, I have an idea. Let's make a patch of mushrooms. Of like, just a small patch of mushrooms. That's something we could do. But obviously they're poisonous. No. Um. Okay. So I've been out of town all weekend. I haven't had a chance to figure out the texturing of the other model that we made, and I also need to reduce the base count, and that's what I'm trying to think out here. How do you keep that down to begin with, and still maintain maintain the proper size and you know what I mean. Okay, so if we want to build a mushroom, let's go into here first. We're going to change this to centimeters. And I'm going to add in, what is our mushroom going to be made out of? Now, there'll be multiple copies of it. We might, we'll make them different heights. But it'll, it won't be like a big giant thing like I had in that other thing. It'll just be a little one. So how do I start this? Do I start with a cylinder with like 6 sides? Keep the side count, the face count down? Or are we go? No, we should be okay with like 12 sides. Radius 100 what? 100 million miles. Thought I changed metric. 0.01, 100 centimeters. Yeah, there we go. So it's a meter high. We don't really want it to be a meter high. We want it to be like 3 centimeters high. Whoa. That's radius. Maybe 3 centimeters is too big. 2 centimeters high. Depth. 2 centimeters. It's like, no, here, 300 something. Why is it so freaking huge? Nothing. Why is it so huge? Why is it so huge? It's not in the... I don't get it. Let's go 3 by 3. That seems about right. I don't think we need to do anything more than that. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to... actually, you know what? We'll fill it in. So the bottom's got a bottom. And then the top... What? Okay, so I'm going to go to edit mode. We're going to choose a face. And we're going to delete it. Now we have no top. We are topless. Okay. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I see. Wrong button. I have too many buttons. Okay, so here we are. Now, first thing we need to do is add a cylinder. And I'm going to make that cylinder 12 by 3 by 3. So it's like, its radius is 3, so it's 6 across. 6 centimeters? It's probably too big, isn't it? It's definitely too big. So 1.5 and 3 centimeters? That seems okay. There'll be shorter ones, taller ones, you know. You know, your general mushroom layout. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to face selection. I'm going to choose this face and delete it. Just the face. So now we have an open wound. Okay, now Alt. Oh no, I don't want. I want to change to edge. I'm going to Alt select this. And we're going to E to extrude, click the button, and then we're going to size it. We're going to do something like that. So that'll be one thing. And then I'm going to E to extrude it. And the Z, I'm going to hit Z to lock it into the Z axis. And then we're going to size that. And hit 0. Yes, we're not going to actually size it ourselves. We're just going to hit 0. I think we have ourselves a mushroom. It's a new style of pointy mushroom, but okay. So I'm going to hit Control R. There we go. And we're going to plop these in here. Now we're already at 130 triangles for a mushroom. Just one mushroom. Little tiny mushroom. So, you know, that's probably maybe too much. So I'm gonna write it like this. And we'll size that out. I'm gonna get the... Oh, that doesn't work. Okay. It's gonna form the whole thing. I screwed up. I screwed up. Okay, let's just see. Size that back. Oh, I'll need to drop that down. Do that. I know how I do that. I'm gonna go like that. Okay, select nothing by pressing A over and over and over until you end up with nothing selected. Then I'm gonna press B. I'm gonna select that. I don't know why it selected one thing. I don't know what's going on. Why did it select that? I know why it did that. Okay. B. There we go. Now I got this. Okay, so now that we got this, let's take that other line out. And now lower this instead of the whole thing. B. Now that I'm on Vertex Selection, now B. No. I did not click that. There was no clicking of that. B. Okay, and there we go. It's 100 triangles. 106. Now, what are the dimensions of this thing? Okay, I gotta line it up with the ground. Okay, now we're gonna... Why did that happen? I have no idea. Press the wrong button. That's what happened. How's that happening? I've never been able to have it. It's never done that for me before. Okay, how am I gonna do this? I'm gonna do it like this. Okay, so now it's like nowhere near where I thought it would be. Okay, we're gonna size, but not on the Z. I said not on the Z. There we go. Oops. Nope. It's not what we were looking for at all. No! Why are you doing this? There we go. That's what we're looking for. Size. Not on the Z. And I'm gonna take this one and flatten it out a bit. Whoops. And that'll be it for modeling. That's it. We're done. Yay. We'll have to reduce the triangle count on some of these. Okay, so I want to press, I want to make sure nothing's selected. And then press B. Select that. Hey, Wolfie. I'm making some mushrooms. Just to be able to go through the entire process in one video. Whoops, that's not at all what I want. How is that even selected? It's not highlighted or anything. Cool. Actually, I'm just gonna leave that one like that. Okay, so that's it. I think we are done here. This one might be a little big. Or this might be a little small. I think that's actually the case. No. No. Okay. B. That's weird. Nothing changes size. What's that? What's that? Oh, I could have. I could have. But these are tiny. These are like... This is like 6 centimeters high. So I'm just gonna... We're gonna go straight to cutting them up. Whoa. So here we go. We got this. I'm gonna go into solid. And in here, we're just gonna quickly double split this over a bit. I want my nodes here. Change the cycles renderer. Change this to nodes. And change this to UV image. I'm gonna press N to get rid of that side thing. And now we should be able to split this up. And I'm just gonna do this really simple. I'm gonna start here, Alt click, Alt Shift click, and then Alt Shift click. Because the bottom, I don't know the bottom. We could also make these so they're like speckled or something, and the different colored speckles. So wrap. Where's the rest of it? Okay, something's bad happened there. Okay, so that wasn't what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to go, what is it, Shift E? No. Control E, mark seam. That's what I was supposed to do. So now we have seams around the middle. Down the middle. No, you know what? Undo that. That was totally wrong. That would make this so uneven. Okay, so we're gonna go around and select this edge as well. We're gonna select this edge as well. I'm going to unselect that edge and that edge, and then I'm gonna individually add this just once. That's already flat. This will quickly be flattened. And then this will be split and rolled out. Okay, now Control E, mark seam. Now we got to do that to each of these two. I should have done it when I started, but you know. I hope you know, because I sure don't. Okay, so we select that, and that, and then I want to select one of these. Control E, mark seam. You know what? I am going to there we go. Got that. I have some tools here that will allow me to they're gone. Why are my tools gone? I had tools that would allow me to like decimate this. Let's just try delete. Limit to dissolve doesn't do anything. And because I wasn't a wire, I only had half of it selected anyway. Well, you know, we got 630 triangles. That's not a terrible thing. Is it? I'm not going to get complaints like I am with the fire hydrant. Because I got too many triangles. You know, it's hard for me to judge. Because I don't know what it's going to do on other people's computers. Oops, that's not what we want. We got that. I want Alt Shift. That edge. I want that. And I just want to shift click this. Mark the seam. Control E, mark the seam. One more to do. Then we're ready to unwrap. Alt, click, Alt. Oh. Select one of them. Control E, mark the seam. Okay, so that should be everything. So I'm gonna hit U and unwrap. It gives me the same stupid circle. What is going on? A. Gotta hit A couple times. Is the bed on the workshop? No, the bed. I was out of town all weekend. I have not figured out how I can reduce. I haven't figured that problem out that we had. So this is what I'm doing today. This will be in the world. We're gonna have this uploaded probably. I only started 30 minutes ago. Probably in another 40 minutes we'll have something to upload. Maybe even less. Maybe even less. But let's unwrap this. And there we go. There's our unwrapped thing. Now they are awfully close. They are awfully close together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pull this to the side. I don't have any material on here yet. Just let's just throw the material on. So yeah, this should really help a lot of people because it's beginning to end. Instead of all this scattered video with me figuring it out, I'm actually just using the things I've already figured out and pushing this up to the workshop as quickly as possible. So I'm going on, add a new material, and it's in here. Now I'm actually gonna just hide that. Whoops. So here we go, we got that. What I need to do is I need to move these things. Vertex Selection. So if I click on here, oh, it's just, there we go. Use B. Now the problem I have, of course, is it's not going to select everything, and I'm going to have to probably shift click. Yeah, there we go. Now, can I move this? I don't want that. No, it won't let me. As soon as I go to click anything, it just disappears. Everything I selected disappears. So, undo. There's got to be some selection that's going to allow me to move this thing. Okay. Because I want to spread them out. I want this to be a lot more organized than the last one, which was all over the place. I didn't know what was what, and that really confused matters. So if I move this to where I need it, we'll be in a much better shape right off the start. Okay, I don't understand what's doing there. I do not understand. How do I move this? Okay, maybe we don't move it around. Maybe that's what it's telling me here. Don't move this around. But I have to be able to move it around. There's just too much. It's too tight in here. Okay. This is what we do. Okay, this is what we're going to do. UV map. That's our image. Export UV layout. We're going to click on the UVs menu and export UV layout. And I am going to go to my new folder, which I haven't created yet. Let's create a new folder. New folder must be created. Mushrooms. Mushrooms. This will be, we're going to do colors. We're going to also do, on the top of them, we're going to do a splattering effect. Okay, so now I've created this little folder here called mushrooms, and in here there's sources. So I'm going to create a uvmap.png. And we're going to export that. And now we're moving into Photoshop, and we're going to grab that UV map and drop it into here. And of course, it's blank. Why is that blank? Is it blank? Yes, it's blank. Okay, so I don't know why that didn't work. I thought I wasn't figuring stuff out anymore. I was just doing it. No, that wasn't it. Oh, there we go. Connected editing. I could probably move that with using that, but we're not going to do that right now. I don't understand why it hasn't saved it. Did I even? Well, yeah, I did. I did. Maybe that was it? I'm gonna have to look this up. What just happened there? Oh, I'm doing stupid again. I gotta do that, don't I? There we go. Ta-da! We've got our map in. Sorry. I guess you probably want to see that. Ta-da! We got our map in Photoshop. I wish I could just move it to here, but it won't let me. It's like, no, I gotta stay here. Okay, so what I want to do here, just so this is a little easier to work with, I'm gonna actually make a mask out of it. So I'm just gonna simply duplicate the layer. And I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna paint everything that's not part of it, just like neutral gray. By neutral gray, I mean like what do I want? There we go. And basically, I just want to paint. Ooh, well, that wasn't too bad of it. Like, yeah, I'm smart. I'll paint everywhere that's not within a thing, even if it's in the middle. Like, how did it know? You're just too smart for me. Okay, so we have somewhat of a mask. Now, the first layer I want to paint is like the default layer. And when I say want to paint, I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna screw this up because I'm not good at this. You know what? The other thing is, I should have left a gap. There should have been like more space here. But whatever. So we're gonna take a paintbrush and we're gonna grab. I don't know. This looks kind of like it would. Some of these things. I don't know what Kyle's concept brushes are. I don't know why those are in here. Splatters. Okay, there we go. We want some splatters. And where we want those splatters is on here. But before we do any splattering of any type, we're going to add a new layer. Now, I don't know what these splatters will end up being. They'll end up being a few things. I think they're going to go into a map, a normal map. But first, we're just going to deal with color and how that is. So, in order to make something with color now, okay, so maybe what I should start with is we need to be able to make the bottom darker. You know what I mean? So this is the bottom. It's going to be a darker color, and you know there would be a sort of a radial mushroom pattern coming in here, like around there, like that those frilly mushroom bottom stuff. That would be here, but I don't know how to make that. And it would be nice if we could sort of simulate that in a way. This thing just has a picture of it. And I want to be able to try to create it in Photoshop. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, there's just nothing. Hey, Nightmare. Okay, so there's this piece, this piece, this piece, this piece, and this piece. These are the stems. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to figure out which are the bottom of these things, and what's the top. So this is the bottom down here, and the way I'm figuring that out is in Blender here. I've got all this. I'm looking at all this, and I can see that it's selecting at the bottom. If I select over here, it's selecting at the top. So that's the top. That's the bottom. That's the bottom. In this case, that's the bottom. So they're all the tops are the bottoms, except for this one. So what we want to do is I'm going to choose a darker color here. I'm going to go with more of like something like, try to get into a browner color here. Not too dark though. I don't know if that's brown. And I'm going to reduce the size of that drastically. Wow, it's at 284. I want that to be much smaller. Oops, we're not on the right window. Okay. Move the right window, please. This time, no right window anymore. Oh, there we go. So we don't want this to be 14, but maybe 30. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just basically come along and I'm going to paint bottom and I don't know why it does it like that. Just sort of taper it up so there's less of it at the top. The same thing on all of them. Now, I should be painting a new layer here. Come on. Can I have my... Can I... Like, oh yeah, you can have it. You just can't see it because it's exactly the same as what you're drawing. Wow. Where is my... Okay. Hey, you just can't see the cursor. There's no way to know where you're painting until you're painting. And that's no good. Okay, I can tell up here. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's a bit there. Now what I'm gonna do, because you know, sort of would be somewhat like this. That those are the darker spots. I'm just gonna use a something thicker, something like that. And I'm gonna draw a line across the bottom of these. We'll have to clean up around the other texture, the other pieces of the texture afterwards. I'm gonna do that, and then with smudge tool, and we'll make this big enough to smudge the whole damn thing. No. You need to... Okay, that's not working. That's not doing anything either. Okay, what's going on here? Sorry, I'm missing everything. Planet Coaster, if you place lights under the surface, is there a way to toggle view, see them, and where they were placed? No. Like, I think the only way would be to like box select, multi-select, and just highlight areas until you see the little highlights of the lights. I think it would be the. And then when you know where it is, then like turn off multi-select and click on it. Yeah, and if it comes to it, lowering the train would be the next thing to do. Okay, so what I'm trying to do here is not working. I'm trying to take this and like smudge it, but smudge just seems to take it and move it. Smudge is not a smudge tool here, unless I've got like my smudginess turned up too high. But that's not smudging. Oh, there we go. That's more smudgy. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm just sort of pulling it up, pulling it down, pulling it up, pulling it down. If we had proper painting tools, there would be a wraparound and we'd be able to mess with the, you know, mess with it better. That's the only way I can describe it more accurately. But basically, this should give us like a little bit of a darker color across the bottom of the mushroom. I should put in the splattering after. But actually, it's really kind of adding to this whole effect. Okay, now what we got to try to do is sort of match this up so that there's some, you know, that. So if I save this now, I'm going to take away all the layers and we're just going to leave this. And we're going to save this as, we're going to go to the root here and we're going to call it material underscore BC. That's going to be our base material, and we're going to save it as a PNG file. Smallest size. I don't know why smallest size, but whatever. Image. Open image. So we're going to go and we're going to open that image now. And that image is now on here. And now I'm going to bring the node window back. We're just going to leave that in as it is. And we're going to add Shift A, a texture. And in here, we're just click this. We're going to type material, hit material BC, and then we're going to go to texture paint, and we can see that the bottom, except for that one and that one. How did I mess this up so bad? Like I checked every one, and it said the top was the bottom, except for one of them. Okay, so that one's wrong. And that one's wrong. whoops, here we go again. Okay, what I'm looking at is this. And I'm seeing that I've got this one backwards, and I've got this one backwards. And I just went and saw that, okay, that one's wrong. And by painting on it, I saw that this one is wrong. So I'm going to go back. And I'm just going to move it around. Okay, I guess that's it. And this one was wrong. Actually, that one wasn't wrong. It was this one that was. Oops. That's what I hate about this. There's an overlap. And that's why I wanted to move these around, but I haven't learned that yet. So here we are. Now I wonder if there's a way that I can do this using that same technique. Okay, that can stay. Control D to select everything. Control D. It says deselect, and it's got all this thing selected. Why everything selected? Control. Never mind. I don't know what's going on. It doesn't know what's going on. Okay, we'll have to clean that up too. But for now, file, save as, and we'll just save it in the same. No, we won't save it over that. Save it over this. That's not what we want. That's what we want. Look at this. So, you know, when you draw a box around it, it doesn't really actually, you know, care what you did. It still leaves lines. Why did it even bother with what I did? Okay. Now we got it. And this has a bunch of things around it. I don't know what's going on. It's like there's remnants sticking around in Photoshop of what I last did. Other than... Oh, where am I going here? There we go. So I'm just going to go image, reload image, and that is fixed. Now, I really want something like... Okay, so we got to do a color mask now. We need the tops and the stems to be one color. We need some type of mushroom pattern on these things. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to Photoshop. No, it's just like, no, it just doesn't do it. I click on the button, like, oh, okay, there, that Photoshop. Comes with a blank screen sometimes. So we're gonna go in here, and we're gonna go. Okay, so this layer, this is base coat. We're not done with the base coat yet. So what I want to do is I want to go in here, and we're gonna go get some, like, really more brown. Maybe that's red. Dark, dark, dark brown. And I'm gonna go in here, and we're gonna draw circles. We're gonna get our paintbrush. That's not our paintbrush. I wish I didn't suck at Photoshop. That would be so good. And I'm not gonna draw circles. I'm gonna just go around here. This. It just doesn't draw somewhere. Some places. It's like, no, no, you can keep your mouth. And then, like, suddenly just, oh, but you want a bucket of paint. It's like it's spiteful. Oh, you're holding the mouse down, are you? Huh? 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 You're not giving it. Oh, there you go. I don't know. I might be losing my mind. Again, it does sort of piss me off that you can't see where the cursor that you're drawing with is. Like how I don't understand how this is like the best drawing software you can buy. It's actually not. It's Photoshop. Maybe there's better drawing software. Okay, that didn't work. But we're gonna try it anyway. So smudge tool. No, this isn't working. Oh yeah, undo doesn't undo. Undo just does the last thing over and over and over. So I was hoping it would show up as lines as I smudged it, but it's not. So I'm basically putting stars underneath the mushrooms. But maybe that's okay. I'm pretty sure we're not going to be able to have that effect unless I was to go buy pictures of the underneath of mushrooms. And that's one thing I'm finding quite limiting in this whole endeavor. Is textures and all that. Those things, like, they're not cheap. Okay, so we got that. Now this splatter thing sucks. It sucks more than anything. But whatever. We're gonna add a new layer. And this is gonna be no, it's gonna be F1. So I'm gonna hide this. Actually, you know what? Before I hide it, let's just save it. Yeah, mug. Yeah, that's the right button. Sure that's the right button? Okay, material BC. Let's hide that. And now, I don't know if we want to see it while we're painting this. We might want to. Now, everything I want painted it needs to be black. Is that right? No. Everything I want painted needs to be painted white. So I'm going to paint everything black. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Really, you're going to leave one line down the side? You're not leaving one line. You're just not drawing things correctly. Okay, so everything's painted black. Moving that down underneath all that. Okay, so that's what we got. So first we're going to paint white, but we're not going to paint white. It's going to be this color they want. And I'm going to grab a paintbrush. We're going to use pencil tool first. Very hard pencil tool. And what we want to paint is like this. Oh, I guess that could be. And I'm painting these white because they're going to have the full user color applied to them. And I gotta stop painting in large chunk. Too much of a screw up. Chunk. And any of the bottom pieces are going to be like darker. So what we're going to do is we're going to create this mask, and then we're going to create another mask from it. And in the second mask, we're going to splatter them, and then we're going to take that splatter, and we're going to delete it from this mask. And I'm trying to do some overlap. We can't see it. And we can't have it in some places, but hey, I'm making little tiny like the grass patch or the plant patch thing. I'm making little tiny mushroom patches. I figure we'll use 4 colors. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then the spots on each of these. Okay, so I'm gonna go layer new, and this is gonna be F2. And again, we're gonna show F2 underneath there. Well, we might as well show F1 as well. And we're gonna go get our paint tool and paint the whole thing black. We're gonna go back to white, and again, same thing. We're gonna go to our pencil tool, but this time instead of this and this, we're gonna paint this. Now, I could have had everything mask off at the edges, but I found that caused too many problems last time. So this and this are already painted in the previous mask. So now I want this and this. Why no? Okay, there we go. And this. So now we've basically got our first 2 colors painted. The 3 mushroom tops. I need to find now the matching bottoms. Right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find, we're going to go to F2 first, F1 first. So that's the big one, and I'm going to paint on it. So this is the matching bottom here, and this is the very bottom, and this is the side. So I need to paint all those pieces. And in order to do this properly, I'm going to mask that off because otherwise I'm going to screw it up. Okay, that should be good. And then it was this, but I'm not going to do that yet. Then it was this. And again, just so that I don't wreck everything. I know we're going to end up with some lines we're going to have to paint in after, but that's fine. Now, actually, maybe that's the thing here. I don't want that to be as dark. So maybe I'm going to come in here and change this to like 20. No. 30. So now this won't be as dark. And I'm also going to paint... Oh. I'm going to remove this. And I'm going to paint this... that color, that lighter color as well. So again, the amount of white determines how much of that color this. Oh, see, I screwed up. I gotta stop that. How much of the user selected flexi color is applied, and this is underneath the mushroom top. So what's going on? Why can't I move a mouse straight? Doing so well earlier. So this will be basically a darker color, but 20% of the other one. I think that's how it works. And we'll just paint all this in. Okay, so now we need to figure out this one. And this and to go back here, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to just take a swath of paint and I'm just going to go across it like, actually, you know what? Undo the last swaths of paint. We're just going to do that. So we can see now it's this one. We can see what it is. All the pieces that we need to paint. And I'm just going to change back to Photoshop here. And we're going to paint those pieces as well. Now, this is one of them. This is the other one. This has got to be painted white. This, though, is this color. And because this is that, you know, right in the way of everything shape, touching so many things on all sides. And I'm more like a bull in a china shop than a painter. We're going to go back and we need to change... Oh, we need to go back and change this back up to 90. So it's that. Oh, no. Okay, let's try this again. I may have got the wrong one somehow. I don't understand how. No. One, two, three, four, five. How are this and this related? That's what I'm being told right now, that this and this are the same thing. One, two, three, four, five. One, two, three, four, five, six. Oh, something's wrong. Something's wrong. Okay, so I'm back in here. Whoops. Come on. Seriously. Oh, wow, that thing is just slow. It's just so slow to change. So I'm back in here. And I'm starting to wonder, are there two of these? In order to find out, we're going to do a remove doubles. And now there's only 470 triangles. And a bunch of things disappeared, including a bunch of faces on existing things. How's that possible? I told you I screwed up. Total screw up. Okay, so but it removed things that aren't duplicates. I don't understand how there's any duplicates at all. I especially don't understand how there's duplicates of the tops, but no duplicates of the bottoms. Like if you look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bottoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the tops. So this is the duplicate. But if I go in here, maybe like no. No, like that's how many? Okay, there we go. This is not going the way I wanted it to, at all. Okay. Remove duplicates. It has removed nothing. Nothing at all has been removed. Because, you know, we're not going to bother selecting everything. We're just going to select a couple things. Because... Okay. No, no. So for some reason, this is not a duplicate. And this is not a duplicate. I absolutely just don't understand now. Okay, so we'll select nothing. Select this. Remove duplicates. It just randomly removes a bunch of crap. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Now there's no... Oh, what is going on? What is going on? I don't know what. He's gotten to a point where he can't fix it without just going all the way back and starting all over. Why? I don't know. Because logic doesn't apply to what we're doing here. That would seem to be what the case is. Logic does not apply. You can see when I select all this that it's got two tops. This one? Which, what? Is that the real one? Is that not the real one? And then there's this. There's this object right here, which is something that's hidden underneath. It's decided that that's not the duplicate. You'll notice as well that it's not properly taken apart either. It's the whole thing. It's the whole thing. Yes. I'm just making some little tiny mushrooms. Okay, I don't understand what it's doing now. Now it's decided just to ruin everything. Wow. Really? It's that dark? Where's all this coming from? Well, I fixed something. And I wrecked a whole bunch of other stuff. Well, isn't that awesome? So what I would say now has happened is somehow this layout does not match this anymore. Even though what I've done is remove something, it's decided no, you haven't removed anything. We've shifted stuff around. Some of it matches up. But I don't understand where any of this color, freaky, weird color stuff is coming from. And I think something in this image has changed. And I'm figuring I better save this before I screw it up. At 1.0. Okay, so where is that coming from? There's nothing on this that matches that at all. There's just nothing here that looks like that. So I don't know how this is being applied to this. Let's... Everything has nice, simple masks. It would change everything around if I re-unwrapped it. And somehow, when you go to move that around, it selects whatever you click closest to, and that's the only thing you can move. And eventually, it loses it, and it's gone. So I don't know if we want to do that. I think that just screws us up more than anything. Because I gotta start over. And if I have to start over, I'm quitting right now. I'm too hungry to worry about this. But yeah, that's what's gonna have to happen, you know. I don't understand why this unwrap won't give me some at least some options as to, you know, padding around things and stuff like that. Yeah, I think that's what's gonna have to happen. Is I'm gonna have to unwrap this, start all over, redraw everything. Because I bet you, even right now, no, there's some weirdness going on. Where is all that weird color coming from? Oh, doesn't want to do it unless I'm in edit mode. There goes Blender. I've almost been at this for 80 hours trying to get Blender to, trying to figure out everything about Blender. And just, it's weird how I get to certain points and I basically find there's nothing I can do to fix what I've got going on. There's weird things that happen and it's still there. It's still there. This is just not in this image. There are no colors like that. Like, where is this coming from? So here we go. There's like nothing. It matches that. This is right there. And there's nothing there. Undo. There's nothing there. So I think, yeah, I shouldn't have done this today. Today was an everything goes wrong day. Everything. But oh well. I think I am gonna leave this here. I was really, really hoping to just move through this, but as soon as we got that duplicated thing, it set us back right to the very beginning. It took like 10 minutes to lay these things out. And then we started working on texturing for the next hour. Now it's an hour and 33 minutes in. And I gotta go back to where I was after being in 10 minutes. 10, 20 minutes. So what I'm gonna do, of course, is I gotta go cook something to eat. I'm starving, making me, so I'm gonna go make food. I'm gonna come back to this and figure it out, and then we'll do it from beginning to end tomorrow. And hopefully it'll give me some insight into what I need to do in order to finish that bed. I think the frame on that bed needs to be redone. I need to get rid of all those weird decorative things. That's causing my huge blow up. There's thousands of triangles in those pieces across those 12 things. Ugh. It's just too much. But I also have to figure out how to properly texture things without having proper texture painting software and sucking at drawing. This is going to be tough. But I'm going to leave this here. We'll figure it out. I always work through this and push through until I get it. And we'll figure it out. So until next time, I'm GameFace. This was an attempt at Planet Coaster and Blender. If you liked it, click the button and don't forget to subscribe. I'd like to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.